There have been a lot of great years in cinema history, but what was the best year? For me, there are 3 years that stand out as the best movie year ever: 1939, 1984, and 1994. These 3 years stand out for different reasons. 1939 for its undisputed classics, 1984 for its volume of films that launched numerous movie franchises, and 1994, which had a little bit for everyone. Let's take a closer look at these three amazing cinematic years to figure out which one is truly the best. Let's start with 1939. I mentioned that this year had undisputed classics. How does Gone with the Wind and The Wizard of Oz sound? These two movies are two of the most popular and well-known movies in history, and they both came out in the same year, during what's considered to be the golden age of Hollywood. Gone with the Wind, an epic historical romance that became a national sensation and won the Academy Award for Best Picture. It remains the highest grossing film of all time when adjusted for inflation. And The Wizard of Oz, my mom's all-time favorite movie, with its innovative Technicolor cinematography and groundbreaking special effects like the tornado and flying monkey. To say The Wizard of Oz was ahead of its time would be a massive understatement. The Wizard of Oz is still prevalent today with the current popularity of the Wicked movies. Along with these two classics, another popular film from 1939 was Stagecoach, a Western that made John Wayne a star. Now let's compare 1939 to 1984. 39 was kind of top-heavy when it came to movies, where 1984 had a large catalog of movies that either started massive movie franchises or became cult classics. If you look at the top 5 highest grossing movies from 84, all were huge successes. Beverly Hills Cop, the highest grossing movie, was the first installment of the popular Beverly Hills Cops franchise, with the latest one coming out recently in 2024. Second on the list, you have the original Ghostbusters, which was the start of the massive Ghostbusters franchise, which is still producing movies today. Third on the list is Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, the second installment of the Indiana Jones franchise. Fourth is one of my favorites, Gremlins. And for all my Gremlin fans out there, there's actually a Gremlins 3 coming out in 2027. And fifth was the start of the Karate Kid franchise, which is still relevant today with the Cobra Kai TV show on Netflix. Just outside the top 5 was the first of 7 Police Academy movies, and cult classics Footloose and Romancing the Stone at number 7 and 8. Speaking of cult classics, there was a ton of them released in 84, with Purple Rain, The Natural, and two of my favorites, Revenge of the Nerds and Red Dawn. There's also the original Terminator and Nightmare on Elm Street movies, two more franchise starters. There was also cult classics 16 Candles and many more. 84 was absolutely loaded with good movies. Another year that gets mentioned as the best year in cinema history is 1994. Like I said earlier, this year had a little something for everyone. There was the big box office hits like The Lion King, Forrest Gump, and Speed. There were critically acclaimed films like Schindler's List and cult classics like Pulp Fiction and another one of my favorites, Shawshank Redemption. If that wasn't enough, Jim Carrey scored a hat trick in 94 with 3 hit movies, The Mask, Dumb and Dumber, and Ace Ventura, Pet Detective. 94 definitely had an impressive and eclectic group of movies. The question is, my friends, which one of these is the best movie year ever? This is a tough one, and it's hard to argue against the historical importance of 1939 movies and the impressive lineup of 94. But I'm probably a little biased and would say 1984 slightly beats out 1939 for the best movie year ever, given how many franchises started in 84, along with the vast amount of cult classics that also came from that year. Let me know what you think in the comments. As always, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Please subscribe for more historical videos. Take care.